Hey guys, welcome back, Transformer TCG fans. Okay, I got the cats are going nuts. I almost thought my wife was home for a second. I just kind of threw some decks together. These are not great decks by any means. Going by some cards that I had close by. What the bloody world was that? Okay, kitty cats. Anyway, I guess they're just glad I'm home. Someone's home. And the air's working. And as thick as this looks, it should only be about. It's only about. It should be 40 cards. But now it was akin to like drawing boosters almost, and just trying to make. I was trying to go by a little bit. You know, I've got the variety of cards in here. There's my floating throne. You know, I got 3 improvised shields, 3 handheld blasters, or I say I do, because I'm not seeing a single one. 3 of those, and I have about 7 or 8 base cards a deck. Here's her Earth, Wind, and Cybertron, Hydro Energon Collector, which there's no anything that can really use a counter in here, because this is really going to help get counters on your upgrades and stratagems that can use them. Stolen Cog. We need to go. I was looking for that the other day. The Center of Cybertron Primus, which not only was helping my very mixed team of Autobots and Decepticons with giving 1+1 attack to my Autobots, it gave it to the opponent as well. Flynet didn't help me. I was hoping it would, but it really didn't. There's the Futuristic Interstate, which can give the car trait to characters in bot mode. Each bot mode has the car trait, but it really didn't. Again, the deck was not constructed really to work. I hate to say that. I'm just more throwing a lot of stuff in together, like I said again, akin to drawing boosters, getting cards, and seeing what I can do with them. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Scam call, and I got to do my Waspinator impersonation. Here's a Howling Howitzer, from somebody. I thought it was an art card. Some flipping cards, escape routes, rapid conversions. Here's the gas station, which have been using in the right way, not as what's on text here. Only giving those characters being able to repair 1 for these traits when they're untapped, not just all the time. Big difference, and it's still strong. It's still nice when it works, but it's not going to trigger as easy as I had it triggering. The Antechamber of Vector Sigma. Each Decepticon has -2 tough for battle. The key of Vector Sigma cannot be played. Characters tough can't be below 0. So, looking at a few of these and playing with them, there's the grenade launcher, asteroid belt, Cybertron, floating throne. Just throwing in some standard stuff. The Blade Fury really helped out some my smaller characters with at least. I even had specialist stuff in here because I'm playing casual and by myself. Oh crap, my shadow. So I might go back and anything that is very vague, like each Decepticon has -2 tough. I may go back and change this to each Decepticon has -1 tough, or oppress one tough. Golly, I'm about to lose my voice. What's happening? Earth and building traits have bold 1, so that seems okay. Quintesson cards can't be played by either player. Quintesson traded cards, which includes base cards, but there's not very many. There's not very many of those. So I've got 8 in this deck, and I've got 8 in another deck. It was interesting to see kind of what was happening. If I really tried constructing a deck that was actually work, instead of just trying to have fun, and instead of trying to throw cat poop on the wall and see what doesn't stick. But this is a solid card. This is a solid card now that it's changed. I gave you all food, guys. I'll be over there in a minute. Hydrogen Energon Collector is pretty neat for having upgrades with counters. Center of Cybertron seems a little strong, but I think it's okay because it's going to help your opponent also if they're playing Autobots. Now, who did I have going on here? Let's see, how many is this? Too many. Yeah, this was not a team, but I did have Astro Train. Okay, maybe I had Astro Train Smoke Screen in the Vanilla Ironhide on one team. And that's right. And Ruckus, Vanilla Ruckus, Vanilla Red Alert, and Camshaft on another. Yeah, very random. I'm doing this on purpose. For the sake of what is if this is all you have or all you drew or what, kind of a booster kind of random act of playing. And so having a mixture of factions on both sides helped. It helped see how this works in a mixed, very diverse kind of setting. And so I can't remember which side was which or which group had which deck, but yeah, these 8 went with this deck. And Grillenheimer, this isn't neat and all, and you're showing us some physical cards for a change. What is the point of this? The point is this. Originally, well, let's dig out what was in here because they were a little different. Autobot Base the Ark, Cybertron, Argon C, Future Cybertron, which was neat, Eliminated Station, which almost got triggered, but I think it didn't get played till near the end of the game. Cybertron Alternate Future, which was really cool, which I may need to change that too. So, Allspark Fortress and Taishi. I'll just call it Taishi. I don't know how it's really pronounced, but and there's 9. Crap. There. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10 here. So maybe well, no. Here's what the heck? Modern Day Earth and Airport Hangar and Classic Attack. So, wow. Okay, yeah, this is definitely uneven. This was. I think there was some maybe I meant to take out of the deck because I was trying to make them in kind of an even amount. So, goodness gracious. Mamma mia. Mamma mia. This is what, 12 base cards in one deck. That's too much. Maybe not. Here's my point. Okay, originally I thought, okay, let's have a stratagem to where you can play 3 in your deck. And originally I thought they seemed kind of strong for what they are. They are strong if they are out there too long. If they're out there for a long time, it can unbalance the game. So if you only have 1 or 2 in your deck, because as the rules, as I have them now, with a stratagem, with the space bridge, you can have at least 3. You can have 2 space bridges and have 6. Well, that's when the fun really happens, is when you have more base cards in your hand, in your deck, to be able to play them and to be able to get them back. And there's a few times I couldn't get them on the swap because I didn't have an Autobot that was battling, or a plane that was battling, etc. So some things didn't trigger right, some things did. Some things worked really well. So yeah, 12 and 8. So it seems like the more there's here, the less of a chance they have to stay in for very long. So you almost don't even have a need for all those extra cards that I was creating with actions and secret actions to be able to knock out another person's card without playing the base card, which still has some merit from a strategical point of view. So, or if you don't even want to use base cards but use some of those other cards. So maybe we need to change the Space Bridge stratagems, which they're exactly the same, to where you can have a minimum of 3 cards in your deck. Or maybe we should use the Space Bridge stratagem to be able to have 2 in play at the same time. I was originally going to make another card for that, like a secret action, and I had that in the wings. It's in the computer. But seeing how this works, how having many in your deck really waters them down to some extent. And because they are battle cards and are pip colored, you can include them. Wanda, are you okay? Yes, we have a cat named Wanda, not a fish. Psst, are you okay? Yeah, that's why you don't get up there. No, oh, there's my squirt gun. Anyway. Sometimes I get my cuts in this. Anyway, for disciplinary reasons, and y'all understand if you have a cat. What was that? What am I seeing reflected? I'm sorry, guys. Oh, it's my own self. It's my watch. Okay, never mind. It was really strange for a second, though, until I figured out, oh, it's my watch that's reflecting in a window over there. So I think the more you have in your deck, the more fun you're going to have. You can have more than one. So if you want 3 Cybertron alternate futures, or 3 Taishis, or 3 Wheeljack slabs, or 3 airport hangars, yeah, you can do that. The max you can have is 3 of any card of the same name. So that's all the same here as well. Trying to retain that advantage over your opponent, whether it helps your opponent or not. And keeping that in there. So, something to think about. Something to think about. So, I may be changing the rules on how these are played, guys. Having too few in your deck does seem too strong. And boy, that came out kind of forceful. Sorry, but having more in your deck, you wouldn't want your whole deck being nothing but base cards. That would just be stupid and impractical. But having just a few, maybe 5, maybe 6. I was originally, I thought I had 7 or 8 each in these 2 decks of 40. And apparently I had more and didn't realize it, or maybe I was just getting them out of the way when I was cleaning up. But yeah, interesting stuff. Interesting stuff. So tell me what y'all think. And after playing some of these, I think I need to fix. And I hate fixing stuff after I've revealed things, but as you notice, this is a channel where we go through the process. I show you what I'm doing. I show you what I've done. If we correct stuff, that's fine. And you can see all the different little thingies here, except that's new, that's new, that's new, newer. The rest of these are the older base card kind of look. What did I say I was going to change? Is it the Argon Sea? That's right. And a chamber of Vector Sigma. And have the Decepticons only get negative. oppress 1 tough instead of a negative 2 tough. Let's do that. So yeah, this is a game changer. This is a big game changer. These are not zone cards, which I don't think. I think zone cards have their own little stack. I don't think they go in your deck because they are, you know, sideways, and they look big. They look bigger than the standard card, unless I'm wrong. I've never printed one out. I've never used them. I need to italicize the Matrix of Leadership on the center of Cybertron Primus, which I just like that card. Being able to bump up all your Autobots with attack, but you can't. Nobody can play the Matrix at the time. Taishi was neat and did some damage. The Asteroid Belt did some damage. Eliminated Station, maybe it did do some damage. And having a lot of mix of some characters, of factions, and one team was exactly by accident, really, you know, melee, ranged, and specialist. I'm like, wow, okay, cool. But yeah, more to come. I don't get a whole lot of testing to do. Of course, I'm testing by my little lonesome, but that's fine too. If you get the chance and you're liking what's going on here, print some of these out. Have some fun with it. I keep forgetting to add the Dropbox link in my description. We'll do that for sure, and so much more to be revealed, because we are still going strong. We corrected the gas station. We're going to correct that. And there was one that had like bold 1 or bold 2 that I was wanting to change to bold 1. Alternate future. That's it. It's those two. It's these two right here. So, because it's basically giving everybody except Quintesson's bold 2, which is pretty nice. But I think it just needs to be bold 1, even though that's really all this card is doing. So what do y'all think? If I have anybody, you know, watching and following along, and I know there's at least 30 of y'all that watch some of the card stuff here, not just the stop motion at the front. Let me know about Cybertron Alternate Future. That you do have to be in alt mode. Autobots, Maximals, Predacons, and Decepticons get bold 2 in alt mode. You know, I may leave it. But give me your comments down below, what y'all think. We're going to take this down from -2 tough to -1. We'll see you next time through Scrap. Let's hit the like button. As always, Autobots, let's flip out and let's roll for it.